Hey guys, welcome back to episode. Well, actually, this is a very interesting thing because this is not a normal episode. This is kind of like an in between episode because I, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually made a mistake in our Pokemon Infinite Fusions randomized Nuzlocke. Yes, yes. I am human and I make mistakes. So, what had happened was, um, okay. So when I made this rule at the very beginning on episode 1 when I was going over the rule sets that I was using, I said that when we catch a wild fused Pokemon, I choose one of the base Pokemon, unfuse the Pokemon, choose one of the base, and then release the other one that I didn't choose, right? And that way I'll always stick true to the one Pokemon per route rule, right? However, some of you, one of you, with a very eagle eye, realized that I screwed up. I made a mistake. I caught a Pokemon, a wild fused Pokemon, and unfortunately, I did not split it. I did not unfuse it. I did not release the other half. I used the Pokemon as it was. And you might be wondering which Pokemon that is, and well, it is none other than Clarent, our Aegislash Cloyster, which I caught as I believe an Aegislash Shelter. God, that's a tongue twister. But no, I caught it as a fused Pokemon. I didn't unfuse it. I didn't release any of the base forms. And normally, I would say, hey, I made a mistake and I'll let it go. But the problem is, I made a promise to myself. And I said, I'm recording this not just because, it's YouTube and I want people to see it and I want to grow big. That's a completely different thing. I wanted accountability. I wanted to say, hey, I'm doing a Nuzlocke. I've never actually done one. I've never completed one before. I wanted to do one. If I make a mistake or if I don't follow the rules that I have set for myself, then there are people to hold me accountable, and that is exactly what is happening right now. And so there are two options here. One, we could call this a failed encounter, and we can release it, or we could stick to what I said before, and we unfuse and release one of the base Pokemon, either Aegislash or Cloyster. Now, for me, obviously, I'm going to choose the better one. I'm just going to, unfuse it, and then release one or the other, and then I get to keep one. However, I feel like because you guys are essentially here to sort of keep me in check, there is a Google form on in the comments below in a pinned comment. I want you guys to go and vote. And now this is coming on technically episode 10.5. So between now, episode 11, 12, and 13, so within the next 3 days, that form will still be up. So go in, vote if you want me to release the Pokemon completely, unfuse, and release one of the two fused Pokemon. And you guys will essentially decide the fate of Clarent. So for the next 3 episodes, he will not be a part of the main team. He'll kind of be in purgatory, and I have that set up in our PC here. A very interesting sort of little situation for him to be in. It is, I'll be honest with you, I am kind of disappointed at myself for making a mistake. But, it is human nature to make a mistake. So, it is what it is. Oh, I can't move him because he's my last Pokemon. That makes sense. Okay. I'll just withdraw Pokemon and then I'll move him. Yeah, well, withdraw Rayquaza. Why not? Um, but yeah, he'll be here. I won't touch him. I won't move him. I won't, release him. I will wait 3 episodes at the end of episode 13, and I'll remind you guys every episode, hey, in the pinned comment below in the comments, go vote on, whichever one to do. And on episode 13, at the very end, at the end of the episode, right before I sign off, I'm going to pull up the poll. I'm not going to hide anything. I will pull up the Google form. pull up the polls and we'll see the results. We'll see what you guys have decided as the fate of Clarent. But that's just a little, in between sort of thing. Episode 11 will be dropping off later today, and then we'll have 12 tomorrow and 13 the day after, which is when we'll figure out, what Clarent will do or doesn't. We'll see how things go. But yeah, that's just where things are. I'm gonna head back into doing episode 11 because this was like right between 10 and 11, so it's like 10.5 really. But go vote, and we'll see what happens. And also, do the normal YouTube stuff. You guys know what it is. Like, share. Honestly, I don't want to ask. It's just, I don't know, if you guys like what I do, and if you like listening to me talk for like 10 hours, because I talk a lot, just, show your support. If not, I'm always going to be here. So, yeah. See you guys on the next episode.